We're live.
Welcome to the Outback's Steakhouse Southern 500 for the presenting of the 16th race of the Fanta Cup Series. I'm Third 24 fan. Alongside me is Ottercat, and we're in happy hour after qualifying. It's a 10-minute session before we set off into the race. Actually, nah, screw it. I don't got time. We'll go to the regular race itself. There we go. Lots of very good looking throwbacks here today. Some drivers not running throwbacks, but a lot of them, most of the field is, and a lot of them are very, very good to say the least. As let's go through the starting lineup. Front row is Zach Armstrong in the '68 Snailman Toyota, and Daniel Boyles in the 13. Lots of Bailey Parker in the 4 and the 10 of NASCAR fan, his teammate who is outside. Max Molina, Matt Kenseth throwback, and Quadruped in that beautiful looking Space Jam car. 32 of EXO throwing back to his first Fantona 500 victory, first and only Fantona 500 win, and Kyle in the 74 throwing back to Kevin Harvick. Aiden Walker in the 93 and Jessica in the 55, another Mark Martin throwback. Moff in the 75, going way back to the 50s, I think, and David Kreutz in the 62. Drifting Strikers in the 40 and Zebel in the 54. Kenyon in the 15, throwing back to Dale Earnhardt, and the 99 is Pendre. 53 is King Barnabas, and the 97 is Connor, another Mark Martin throwback. 46, Jaden throwing back to Red Bull Racing, NASCAR Red Bull Racing team, team's way earliest paint scheme, and then you have Dudes Castroneves in the 19 throwing back to Ayrton Senna. 56 is Truex fan throwing back to, I believe that is Michael Waltrip, and the 63 of Landon in the Jeff Gordon throwback, one of them. 23 a biased Philly fan throwing back to the what should I call it? Oh, all-time Bulls. Basically throwing back to an all-time Bulls jersey in that 23. It looks very good on a NASCAR scheme. And then you have Brandon Beal in the 14, who is outside. 22 is Hero and another Mark Martin throwback. Legends 2 is outside. Flop in the 26, throwing back to Cal Naughton from Talladega Nights, and then Matt Kenseth throwback is Monster in the 65. Thunder 24 fan throwing back to Jeff Gordon with a little bit of both the silver and black schemes, having black at the front, and then it turns into a gradient at the back, and then he has Lavian Menace to his outside. Commander breaking the 2, throwing back to Rusty Wallace, and Mark in the 3, throwing back to Ricky Craven's 2003 Southern 500 win, which is 20 years ago. Quad Kid Boy in the 78, and Matthew Hill in the 90, throwing back to Casey Kane. Nickname in the 28, throwing back to Bobby Labonte, and Outlaw throwing back to Kurt Busch, who was in that finish, very wild finish with Ricky Craven. He's coming up short. Red in the 11, throwing back to Terry Labonte, and the 12 of Patrick Miller. Slinky in the 21, throwing back to Kyle Busch's Nationwide Series car, and Torak in the 44. Towards the back, and rounding it out is the 82 of Lucky in the Carl Edwards throwback, and the 92 of Zolf in the Davey Allison throwback. It's going to be a fun race, a long one, 184 laps at Darlington. Going to be interesting to see who comes out on top today. A lot of drivers need good runs today if they want to increase their chances of getting into the chase. And let's go do it.
Drivers, start your engines.
Yeah. So let's see your message in general. I was gonna say 90s, but I wasn't too sure about it. So and happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Forgot to mention that, but um yeah. If I didn't have my mom here, then I wouldn't be doing this stuff. So really gotta give credit to her, and feel like a lot of other people should as well. As we head through turns 3 and 4 for the first time, pace car is off. Zach in the 68 gonna lead him to the green. Fans on their feet for the start of this race. Here we go. Green flag is out, and we're racing from Darlington. One goes to Zach in the 68 with Bailey Parker behind him, followed by Daniel Voiles in the 13. Bailey Parker has a really good car right now, trying to hunt down Zach for the race leads right here. As he's peeking to the inside, he's right on the rear bumper. Doesn't make the move into turn 3. You're going to see that more often. Guys might get more spread out, but early on in the short runs, they're all going to be right up close to each other and racing their hearts out. But I'd say you shouldn't push it too hard, because Darlington, this is a track where you can really wear your tires out, and you'd really want to save those for later. Here comes Daniel Voiles in the 13 for second. Started second, trying to get second back away. This is going to give Zach a big advantage out of turn 4. Parker with a run on the high side. Here comes Max Molina, another Ford in the 17, and Exo falling in just behind him. Bailey Parker struggling on the outside. That's another thing I forgot to mention. This outside, entering the corner, it's going to be tough to deal with it. Oh, NASCAR fan the wall hard in the back. You're also going to see some of that as well. Guys trying to really push their cars out of turn 2 and damaging them. Oh, we have a spin. That's lap VMS in the 7 going around. Caution's going to wait for the first time. So caution's out. Caution's out. Zach leads him back to the line. And already an incident involving the 7 of Laffy Menace getting spun towards the inside. It's not really been the best of seasons for him in his rookie campaign. And let's take a look and see the replay for what happened to Latvia Menace. This is actually all the way in the back. So nearly in last. And he might have gotten a tap from maybe the 92. See cars hitting the wall ahead of him. He bounces down to the 92 and spins towards the inside wall. Gets it with the rear end. And brings out the first caution already. Everybody's pitting. Some guys are definitely going to have to fix some damage after hitting the wall a little bit. And already using might be using a set of one of their infinite tire sets. We'll see. Zach is into his box. He has the #1 pit stall because he did start on pole. And Zach will win the race off pit road. King Barnabas in second. And they'll find their positions in a second. But Lappy Menace getting the worst of that incident in the back there that we mentioned previously. We'll be going back green shortly. Lappy Menace still running. And I believe pacer lights are off, and so we will be going green this time by restarting on lap number 9. There you see the 7. Got some damage repaired, but looks like not all of it. So there's a lot of damage on his car after he wrecked. So it'll be Zach on the 68 and the 53 King Barnabas to his outside. Here they come, double file. Zach in the 68 against rookie King Barnabas in the 53. Here we go. Green flag. Zach gets a better, looks like it was an even start, but Zach gets a better jump, and he will clear King Barnabas out of turn 2. Daniel Boyle's trying to regain second place on the inside. Barnabas looks like he took no tires on that, on the stop under caution. And he's falling back on the outside. Now what's going to be the big difference maker right here is if these guys keep it out of the wall or not. Almost 3 wide in turn 2. That is not something you want to have at Darlington. Oh, into the wall. King Barnabas into the wall, and they're scattering. Nickname down low. And they're coming to pit. Whoa, boy, that was close. 25 barely taking evasive action as Jessica comes on a pit road. Still green. Here comes Maximilian in the 17. Daniel Boyles hits the outside wall. Flies Billy Fan into it hard. And there's another one. Aiden Walker around. That'll bring out another caution. So Walker and Bailey Parker having an incident. Might have been the same product of... Oh, actually. The 93 checked up for the 53 hitting the wall. And came down to the 4. Only 11 laps in, we got multiple wrecks here. This driver's going way aggressive early. Everyone comes on to pit road again. And the 55 just got turned into the 54. And remember, the 55 did just come onto pit road, and she just, wow, ran right into the 54. So 55 will be getting a black flag for that. Unbelievable. Zach into pit road, and if we get one more wreck on this next restart, we'll be going single file for the rest of the way. as Max Molino wins the race off pit road. Zach will be second. Matthew Hill up to third. Actually, it looks like Truex fan got up pit road way before. Aiden Walker is out of the race, and Jessica will be getting a black flag on this upcoming restart, and will not be getting her lap back. Pace car is in. Truex fan, Max Molina, Zach, your top three. And the 55 is actually out of the race anyway, so. Green flag, and Max Molina gets a better start, and will probably jump in front of Truex fan. Better start, looks like less cars on the outside so far. Matthew Hill tags the wall. It looks like the wall in this short run is going to be the biggest opponent for these drivers. But if they get into a long green flag run, looks like that might become less of an issue as due to prior testing. Truex fan up the track. And he's going to stay out of the wall. Strikers is in the wall. Bias Philly fan and Mark on pit road. We're still green. And they will go a lap down. Zach versus Daniel Boyles. Out of turn 2. They keep it straight. And still going. So it is Max Molina leading. Zach in second. Or actually, no, Daniel Boyles got second from Zach. But Zach's going to try and fight him. Out of turn 2. Once these tires start to wear, since there's a big fall off, these guys will be going slower, meaning that there will be less speed in these cars, and they will not hit the wall. That's if we get a long green flag run. Looks like we might be getting into one, but the key word is might, so we'll have to see how it plays out. Daniel Boyles gets really loose trying to get around Zach. As Molina's lead has been cut to half a second. As we're on lap 20. Ooh. Daniel Boyles went to the inside of Zach, and he tagged the outside wall. Now here comes Moff in the 75 picking that spot up. Here's Commander Brick in the 2, getting past the 90 of Matthew Hill right there. Daniel Boyles reeling in Max Molina as they take lap 23. And the fall off is already starting to show. Looks like about 6/10 lost by these drivers after each lap. So it's really these short runs where the drivers are really aggressive versus the longer runs where they get more calm, settle in, and try and get after it. Daniel Boyles is right there. He's got a pretty fast car. Mark and Bias Philly fan, the only 2 cars 1 lap down right now. Mark would be in the free pass position if we were to get a caution. Daniel Boyles right behind Max Molina. Daniel Boyles, Moff and Zach reeling in the 17. Daniel Boyles has been on the bumper of the 17 for the past few laps here. And now Deuce Castroneves in the 19 is joining this party. So a lot of cars up here fighting for the lead. Daniel Boyles in the 13 with a small run. 75 behind. With the 68 and the 19 as well. Top 5 all within a second. Moff looking underneath Daniel Boyles. He's going to stay behind him. Boyles looks like he's dropped off of Max Molina's rear bumper. Just a little bit. Moff still pointing his nose to the inside. Looks like he's faster than Daniel Boyles. Just cannot make the pass. Actually, it looks like Daniel Boyles might be catching back up a little bit, but none of them are really making any moves on each other, although they're this close. You back, Connor?
Yeah.
Okay. Still a top 5 single file. Moff looking underneath Daniel Boyles, right as I say that. Side by side out of turn 4. Boyles trying to hang on. But he loses all that ground in turn 1, and Moff is up to second. Deuce Castroneves looking low on Zach for third. And here it comes on Moff, trying to take second away. With Deuce Castroneves behind, Max Molina extending that lead back up to about 5/10. And Zach trying to reel in the 75, still single file. I'd say we might see pit stops around maybe lap 40.
We could.
Because this might be go to maybe 30 laps, the pit window. Castroneves looking inside. Got the door shut on him by Zach. Try back his corner up, get a good run. That car has been pretty fast so far. Trying to get it up to third. That Ayrton Senna throwback. One of the greatest drivers in F1. And speaking of throwbacks, how about we go over some throwbacks? Molina, from first to last, Molina is Matt Kenseth. I'm not sure what Moff is. He's gonna have to tell me that
Gotta
one.
be a driver from the 1950s. All I know that
Yeah,
much.
that's what I said on the starting grid. It has to be from the 50s.
Zach is running a throwback to
To
Mark
Mark
Martin.
Martin.
One of many Mark Martin throwbacks on the track currently. Dudes, if I remember correctly, I think
It's Ayrton Senna.
I was gonna say Aaron Senna.
Brick is throwing back to Rusty Wallace. I'm pretty sure.
And
Kyle
then
throwing back to Kevin Harvick.
And then you
Exo
got
throwing
Exo
back.
throwing back to his first Fantona 500 win. Thunder throwing back to, if it hasn't been obvious enough, Jeff Gordon.
Mostly every season. Bilky throwing back to Carl Edwards. Quadruped throwing back to the late movie Space Jam in the 1990s featuring Michael Jordan. Matthew Hill throwing back to Casey Kane. Floppa throwing back to Cal Naughton from Talladega Nights.
You got Truex fan throwing back to what seems to be Michael Waltrip.
Yeah, that's what I said.
throwing back to Davey
Allison.
Allison.
Jaden throwing back to Red Bull Racing's first scheme in NASCAR. Red throwing back to Terry Labonte. Nickname throwing back to Bobby Labonte. So both Labonte cars are actually right up next to each other. Kenyon throwing back to Dale Earnhardt. Quad Kid Boy throwing back. Actually, I'm not sure what this throwback is. I remember seeing it in 2021.
Guessing probably Martin Truex Jr. Henry throwing back to Jeremy Mayfield.
Yep. There you see Mark throwing back to Ricky Craven. Mark obviously a lap down. Connor throwing back to Mark Martin, another Mark Martin throwback. I forget who Patrick is throwing to, but it's a car from the Nationwide Series. Landon, another Jeff Gordon throwback. Another Mark Martin throwback, I'm pretty sure. NASCAR fan, the 10.
Yep, throwing back to what Mark Martin used to be dominant in the Busch Series. I believe.
Moscow throwing back to Matt Kenseth. Legends throwing back to another Mark Martin throwback, so that's like 4. Oh, we have a wreck! That's Truex in the wall, and Zevel's gonna hit him! So does Slinky, cautions out.
Safe to say he's probably gonna whoop our asses for a commentator, Jinx.
Wow. And Slinky with huge damage. And caution is out once again. And it looks like Mark will get the free pass. Let's take a look and see what happened in that incident. That takes out Truex fan, Zevel, and Slinky. So they see there the 56 already going around. Also had a tap from somebody entering the corner. And it looks like it was a 3. So Mark, who we just said might have got the free pass, he was involved in that incident, so there will be no free pass for him. And it will go to the 23 Bias Billy fan at the expense of his boss, Zevel, who rams into Truex fan. And Slinky nowhere to go as well. Hard hits.
Also, I've just gotten word on a Moth throwback. Apparently, it is a throwback to Darrell Basham's 1979 Nashville Cup car. So, yeah, we were wrong in it being a 50s driver.
Actually, no, Bias Billy fan was also in the wreck as well. He clipped Zevel on the left side. So that means there's not going to be a free pass for any of the drivers. Throw that out the window. But Truex fan, he took some really hard hits. But I don't think he's going to be too happy at Mark for that. Not at all. There he is. You see him gets clipped. Hard into the wall. Tries to save it. Can't do it. And then he's going to slide back into the middle of the track. And at that point, there's just nowhere to go. Zevel rams into him. Truex fan bounces back hard on the inside wall and then gets hit in the left front wheel by the 21. Or the 54, who was involved in that wreck under caution where Jessica rammed into him. And it's just not been a good day. And now it's coming to an end. Nowhere to go. And you hate to see that in such a nice looking car. Same with the 56. I really liked his scheme, but wow, we were just talking about his car, being really nice, and wow, that just happened right in front of him, right in front of our eyes.
Did it pick up on what I said about Moth's throwback?
Yeah, I did. I picked it up.
Got it. Yeah, so it's a late 70s throwback.
And the big one just happened in the real life Darlington race. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, speaking of that, I'm kind of behind on that.
Oh, my bad.
Let me get. Oh, no. As soon as you mention it, it happens on my end. Oh, shit. Wait, did Trix get caught up in that?
Yeah, he did. He used the car that got turned on
Oh
the high
my
side
god. Bro.
as Max Molina wins the race off pit road. Oh, please tell me Byron made it through. Looks like Kyle Larson put Chastain in the wall, and then Truex went up into Logano, and that jammed everybody up. Byron made it through. Let's go.
Just doesn't end for Truex fan, does it?
Nope. And we'll fast forward to the 1 to green mark.
Apparently Burton made it through.
Yeah, Truex came up into Logano. Wow, that sucks. After Truex just wrecked in the same corner, Martin Truex Jr. wrecked on the restart in that same exact corner. That sucks. That's just pure unluckiness right there.
Yep.
But we're going green this time by on lap 43. Moffitt and Max Molina will be the top two. I think Moffitt, he wants to stay in the lead. He's gotta clear the 17 at the restart. And green flag is out. Castroneves is giving Molina a shove going to turn 1. Molina is going to have the edge. Castroneves to the inside of Moff as well for second. And looks like dudes will get that spot. As Moff looks like he's going to clear Daniel Voiles for third. Zach falling back on the outside. As he's up the racetrack, he keeps it out of the wall, barely. Quad Kid Boy's in the wall, hard in the back. We're still going. Commander Brick to the inside of Daniel Voiles. Here comes Thunder arriving on the scene. Following the twos line into turn 1, Daniel Voiles is going to be a big disadvantage. On the outside, he's going to lose the spot to both Brick and Thunder.
Thunder trying to go to the inside of Brick.
Oh, hard hit into the outside wall. Thunder got him at a bad spot there. And big damage on the right side of the 2. But Thunder up to 4th after starting 29th in this race. As Max Molina still leads. Man, the crews of all these cars are going to be hard at work repairing the right sides of these machines.
Yep.
And Brick's at the wall again, so is Red. And they call that Darlington stripes because you're going to hit the wall at Darlington at least once, and it looks like everybody has had at least one Darlington stripe.
Yep.
As Hero's in the pit lane. Deuce Castaneves right behind Max Molina. Out of turn 2. Trying to get to the inside. That door got close for him. And remember, he's leaving that 19 team after the end of the season. Trying to get at least one more win before he goes. And here he comes to the inside for the lead. Max Molina trying to stick it around the outside. He stays out the wall, but he will lose the lead to the 19 of Deuce Castaneves. Moff trying to take second.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to lose 2 spots.
Yep, Molina back to third. Thunder trying to get more spots in that 25. But Dudes is the leader. Molina trying to get second back away from Moff. Thunder and Daniel Boyles waiting back there. Max Molina trying to get past Moff entering turn 1. He's going to peek to the inside. Moff tries to block, but now Molina's going to try and go to the inside. He's right on the rear corner panel. And he pushes Moff up the track, and he's in the wall. Yeah, Molina did not give Moff much space there. Moff has the right side pushed in just a little bit. Thunder up to third after that incident. Moff looks like he's going to clear Daniel Boyles out of the corner. So we're already on lap 52 out of 184. Deuce Castaneves leading by about 5/10 from Molina and Thunder behind. And Castaneves still leading as we're already on lap 53. Take my calculator out. Halfway lap is lap 92, so we got about 40 laps until we get to that point. Dude's into turn 3. Looks like Molina's slowly reeling him back in. Top 3 right next to each other, and that makes an extra 4 cars, meaning the top 7 is all fighting for the lead. Molina right to the back bumper of Dudes Castaneves. Still has a pretty good gap to him. He will not take it on the run. Moff has got a run on his driver, Thunder, right there. That's the battle for third. It's like he doesn't go to the inside of Thunder. .25 actually looking to get around the 17 here. If his run's big enough. Because all 7 of these cars are up here battling, and it looks like there was smoke. Looks like it was an incident way in the back. We stay green. Here comes Molina. Trying to get lower than Dudes Castaneves. with help from Thunder. It's a train of cars behind them. Lena's still way to the inside. Good. Oh. I'm off behind Thunder. Right there. Looks like none of these cars are making moves on each other. I guess they want to save their stuff up. Good strategy for the end of the race. You are not gonna believe what happened in the actual Darlington race.
Hold on a second, I'm behind.
I don't know. I'm not saying anything, but you are not gonna.
Oh, don't. Did Chastain just do what I think he just did?
Yup.
Don't. Who was it? Who was it? Hold on. Let me get to it. No. Dumb ass.
That was really stupid from Ross. Yeah, Ross just turned up into Larson and just kept coming up.
What type of bullshit was that?
That was stupid. But Byron's in the lead now.
Yeah, well, Burton's on a podium now.
Let's go back to this race, though. Still single file throughout the entire top 10. If we keep going on this run, then we're gonna have pit stops be a factor. Looks like Molina and Castroneves have pulled away from the 25. This is where we see the fall-off become a huge factor into this. And how drivers can manage their stuff. About 2 seconds these drivers have lost on their fastest time now. Man, it's Ross Chastain from the field.
Ross his last Ross. Famous words from Byrne.
It's Ross Chastain versus the field now.
Needs to be humbled. Yeah, no shit, Kenyon.
But anyways.
Yeah.
Molina's right behind the 19. Here he comes. Well, that didn't work out too well. Oh, Voiles to the inside of Moff. Well, that didn't work out either. Moff got the run on the high side. But Zach's going to try and go around the outside of Voiles. That's not going to work. And it didn't.
How many laps away from the halfway mark?
Halfway lap is lap 92, so just under 20.
You good? You good?
Yeah, I just had a burp mid-sentence. That's why.
Oh.
Molina looking to the inside again. He might be able to get this move done on Dudes Castroneves as he's right to the inside. Side by side for the lead. Molina has about a car length in front.
It's Toyota, Ford, Chevrolet for the top three.
And Molina back to the race lead, and Thunder will get second. So he's still leading as he comes into the pit lane.
Thunder
So this is
stays
where the
out.
first set of pit stops happen.
Zach stays out.
Oil stays out. Yep, Zach stays out as well.
Flopper coming in.
Looks like Torak was already on pit road. I think Thunder's going to come in this time.
See, Matthew Hillis stayed out. Oh, wait, here we go.
And Thunder comes to pit road. It's like nobody's staying out. Quadruped actually stays out.
Okay, can I just get a bit off topic again?
What?
Can they just keep in mind how Harrison Burton has a chance to win this thing?
That's crazy. He's in fifth right now for the Wood brothers.
Yep, Kozlowski is currently fourth. Who else is up here? Bush is here. Golan's outside the top 10. Alright. Who do you think's gonna cycle back out to the lead?
In this,
It's probably gonna come down to Dudes,
Yeah.
Molina, or probably Thunder.
I think Dudes is gonna actually no. I think Molina's gonna cycle back out to the lead because he pitted early, and that might be the strategy on the short runs.
Mm-hmm. Probably what he needs.
Thunder gets out of the pit lane. Now here comes Deuce Castroneves and Molina. They both go by Thunder, and now Deuce Castroneves flies around Max Molina to take the race lead.
Big ass run on the 17.
Thunder, I believe, will rejoin in fifth. Well, just in front of Nickname. Nickname just behind. And Thunder looks like holds his position. Now Nickname to the inside. Thunder's going to stay in front of him. Here comes Red out of the pit lane.
We gotta see how big the lead is by the time everything cycles back through, because that was a run that the 19 had.
Yeah. Looks like it's about, actually, saying the 44 is the leader.
Well, have they pit yet?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, Torak pitted. He did.
Okay, well, I guess strategy worked out for him in the end.
Oh, yeah, but the 19's got a big run of him. They're catching lap traffic.
Both the 19 and I believe the 17 do as well. Oh, got blocked up by the 7.
Yeah, again, blocked
both
by the
lanes
7.
are blocked. Both lanes are blocked.
Yup, 7's got to get around the 22 here.
Oh, where did the 26 come from?
Oh, wow. That is a good question. And here's Castroneves going by the 7, but wow, the 44 got the lead. So Torak now has the race lead.
What seems to be a big margin right now, almost a 2-second lead over Dudes and Molina. What is this time by? It's growing.
Yup, it is. Come on, Byron, please. They hit the white flag, please.
Side by side. Oh, Byron
Please.
clears Harvick. Hold on. I'm not there yet. I'm like half a lap behind. You gotta wait a bit. Byron has this in the bag either way, probably. Yeah, he's got it in the bag. Yeah, he's pulling away from... Yeah, Harvick's not winning this. Yep, Byron wins.
Go.
He's having a good fucking season. What the fuck? Oh shit, the two's blown up.
What?
Two's blown up. There's smoke coming out of his car. Somebody else blew up. What the hell? Is that the 63?
Oh. I wasn't paying attention to that. I thought you meant the
Caution's
IRL
out.
race. Oh, caution is out. Oh, but wow. So the two might have actually blown up. And big damage on the 32. Was that what caused the caution? No, yeah, it was. So caution is out per EXO, I believe.
Well, I don't know if they blew up or got in a wreck.
Oh, looks like, yeah, there was a stack up ahead. It was a 22 that had an issue. The 22 had an issue. And then they wrecked behind. Oh, wow. Big wreck.
Quadruped seems to went for one hell of a spin.
So Kyle looks like turned quadruped. And then right back into the middle of the track, King Barnabas nowhere to go. Bias Philly fan gets caught up in that. And Landon pounds quadruped, and Brick gets into him as well. That's where he saw EXO get damage from Landon coming back on the track. This is arguably the big one from Darlington. And they're all coming to pit road. Deuce Castroneves got held up.
We got a packed house tonight in the live chat. And I'm kidding when I say that, by the way. It's like 5 people.
Yeah, I thought so. And looks like Quad Kid Boy, I don't think he's on the lead lap. So Max Molino will win the race off pit road, actually. And restart in the lead. And did that happen during a pit cycle? Actually, yeah, I think it did. I think it did happen during a pit cycle, actually. So everybody from 24th on down is a lap down now. And Max Molina will be the race leader.
Blinky just got timed out for no reason.
What?
Zevel just got timed out too.
Wait, who's doing that?
I bet you $10 up the ass it's 2X fan. Just take away his admin now. You know, hold on, hold on.
And green flag, Torak gets a big jump off the high side. So Torak is leading over Max Molina by 5/10. Deuce Castroneves is getting second there. And Matthew Hill has gone himself up to third, Floppa up to fourth, Lucky bouncing back, getting into fifth, and some cars on the wall in the back there. Thunder back to 11th. Torak still leads after that masterful pit strategy. Deuce Castroneves has reeled the lead in on the 44 at Torak. As we're coming to the halfway lap, which is lap 92, anything past that is official. And Deuce Castroneves to the inside for the race lead. Torak taps the wall, Castroneves to the point. Deuce Castroneves across the line, he will go lead the halfway lap. As is a log jam behind them. Torak leading, Hunt, Dudes Castroneves back down into turn 3. Coming to lap 100, which would also mark 84 laps to go. Right to the back bumper of Dudes Castroneves. Torak is really impressed this season, going full time for Johnny Benson Racing next season in the, I believe, the 77. Where's that Hector? No, Hector's going full time in the 44. Oh, Connor, Matthew's gonna help on commentary. Can you invite him to speak?
On it.
Wait, is he? Wait.
Yeah, he's in here.
Oh, never mind. He said he can move himself.
Oh, give me enough time. Alright, good. Which means I can do this.
Torak still looking to get around the 19 of Dudes Castroneves. Next car behind Matthew Hill, 5 seconds back. Lucky trying to get around Floppa. That's for 5th.
Yeah, and you can see the racing pretty clean right now.
Yeah, I do agree. Thunder got caught out at the bad spot there. He's going to lose the spot to Daniel Boyles and maybe Red. As welcome, Matthew.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm late.
It's all right. You're only 100 laps late. It's not a lot.
Yeah, we got 84 more to go.
So anyway, you probably saw the excitement of this race so far.
Yeah,
Haven't you?
and I mean it's pretty well, I would say it's a pretty aggressive, but you have to be in a pack for it to actually start getting aggressive. And you see the top 2 is mainly bumper to bumper. Just so far, maybe just they're probably thinking a bit too early to start racing too aggressive right now.
Great point. And obviously, I'd say the same thing. They might be saving their stuff up for the later part of the run and pit stops as well. Coming up on some lap traffic. That's the 92 and the 53. The 32 ahead of them as well, as you saw in the big one.
Yeah, and you just got to think you don't want to be killing your tires too early.
Yep, I think that's why the 44 is staying behind the 19. I mean, I think he might be faster, so I think he could take the run eventually, but I think he just wants to conserve his stuff.
I think if he can get to the outside lane, he can probably go right around them, but I think he just doesn't want to push it too hard.
Not in turn 1. The turn 1, the outside is the worst possible spot you could ever be in.
Yeah, but in 3 and 4, he might be able to pull it off.
He's still right there, just about 100th back, half a car length back.
Let's not forget this track doesn't have an out of bounds.
That is true. Zorak is right there. He's so much faster than the 19. The 90's still dropping back about 8 seconds.
He's been complaining on the radio the car's getting a little bit tight. Maybe that's why.
There has been something going on with P3 on back.
Yeah, I think, let's see these guys' lapse times. About 4/10 slower each lap on average, it looks like. Or maybe 5, as they're coming up on the lap traffic.
We'll see what happens there.
This could be the part where 44 Torak could be in his best position here. Could maybe use one of these lap cars as a pick. Here they come around the 53 of King Barnabas. He gets out of the way. Now they're coming up on the 92 of Zawolf. He might play a factor as he's going to be caught on exit. Torak backed out. Dudes Castroneves didn't. But Zawolf is still hanging on the outside. This could be bad for the 19.
Yeah, and the 44 backed out, and maybe that was a good idea for him because you don't want to just not expect somebody to be making a lane change, and then you accidentally hit them.
Now they go around the 92. Is that the gap between the top two and P3 on back has expanded to 9 and 10 seconds.
And the 90 fell back 3 positions in 1 lap.
Here comes the 44. Like we talked about, saving his stuff up. Out of turn 4. Dudes
He's
is
going to have
almost
the inside
clear.
on turn 1, though.
He's going to have to send it to stay to the inside, but that's not going to happen. I just want to think, what happened to P3 on back for them to have such momentum? Like, it's weird to me.
I know, something must have happened. I don't know what could have happened, just maybe they're not fully, into the run.
Not really up to speed. Well, Beal just got
mean-
around the 82. I think the 82's holding these guys back. That might be what's happening.
But we also saw with the 90, he fell from 3rd to 6th within 1 lap, and that was about, lap 107?
Maybe.
It was a couple laps ago.
But the 44 looks like he entered with a bigger arc. That's gonna give him a big run to 19 here. Will he take it? Nope, not yet. So we come back to the line. We're gonna have 74 to go. And Torak back to the inside. Can he make it stick on the 19 of Deuce Castroneves this time?
He's gonna have to keep it in speed. He can't. There it is. He clears him.
He got him. So now Torak is your race leader. This might be the start of some guys coming to pit road.
Maybe some of these drivers are better on a short run.
Yep, or rather opposed to a long run.
Beal's now getting passed by the 82. And
Yep,
the
that's
90
lucky.
try to follow suit.
That's lucky, and that's Red. He's not on the lead lap. He's actually a lap down. Did I give the 40 his lap back? Oh. He was supposed to be on the lead lap, so.
Whoopsies. The 90's going in.
Oh, never mind. I did the wrong number.
I saw more cars going in.
Yep, some cars going in. That's a 19, the leader coming in. So is the 90 of Matthew Hill. And a lot of others.
Have we had
Nickname Lucky
a
Thunder
few
stay
of these
out.
throwbacks?
Maybe after the pit cycle.
Yeah.
Thunder comes in.
Make it easier on ourselves.
Yep. Thunder comes in with Red, Strikers, Hero, who's not in the lead lap. Now I'll see how
Ooh.
this plays out for all the strategy.
I mean, it's going to be a serious story in the race.
Yep.
Somebody gets trapped a lap down, they're going to be screwed.
Yep, I do agree.
Because I don't see any other cautions playing out in this race.
Maybe not. I mean, this could.
Been
Oh,
pretty calm, cool, and collected.
the 44 got really squeezed up by the who was that? That was the 26 there.
And the
That could have been the
19.
cause of caution. The 26 is actually still staying out. Not sure how long he's going to be able to do that. But this is the fight for the race lead. Torak versus Dudes Castroneves. Castroneves sends it in.
Oh, the 26 is
take the lead.
slow.
He's coming to pit road. He had to get down. 44 almost hit him. That's going to really increase the 19's lead.
And just think Torak is going to be glad he was on edge like that.
Yeah, I agree. The 26 is finally on pit road. The 82 as well as the 14. But honestly, I'm not sure if we're done with cautions yet, Matthew. I mean, sure, it's spread out in a long green flag run, but this might not be the end of yellows, as we
Yeah,
know
we
it.
got about 60 laps to go, just about. And I mean, they get the most aggressive after a pit cycle.
Yeah, especially because they're on new tires, and that's when they're really able to go for positions. And let's go over some throwbacks, like like you mentioned, Matthew.
Yeah.
So I'll go through all these throwbacks. The 19 car. This is a throwback actually to Ayrton Senna, one of the greatest F1 drivers to ever live. Here, Torak's not running a throwback. This is EXO, who has a damaged car, but this is a throwback to his first Fantona 500 win, and going back to season 5. This is Outlaw, throwing back to Kurt Busch in the 2003 Southern 500. Patrick Miller, I'm not sure who that is, but Kenyon throwing it back to Dale Earnhardt. Matthew, you're throwing it back to Casey Kane.
Yeah.
Solve to Davey Allison, nicknamed to Bobby Labonte. Connor to Mark Martin. There's gonna be a lot of Mark Martin throwbacks coming out. Molina to Matt Kenseth, one of the two Matt Kenseth cars. Red to Terry Labonte. Me to Jeff Gordon, obviously, because that's every season. Pendre to Jeremy Mayfield. Quad Kid Boy to Martin Truex. Jaden to the first Red Bull scheme in NASCAR. Bailey Parker to, I think that's Ernie Irvin. Mark to Ricky Craven. Monster to Matt Kenseth. I think that's Bubba Wallace's truck. Actually, I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's Bubba. That's Bubba. Toyota Care.
Yeah, so Barnabas throwing back to Bubba Wallace's Toyota Care machine. Lucky throwing back to Carl Edwards, who's in the Cup booth today.
Woo.
Kyle throwing back to Kevin Harvick. Beal throwing back to Tony Stewart. Zach throwing back to Mark Martin. Legends throwing back to Mark Martin.
A lot of Mark Martin fans.
Yeah. Floppa throwing back to Cal Naughton from Talladega Nights.
Doesn't he normally throw back to Ricky Bobby every race?
It's not necessarily a throwback. It just fits with the number, I guess. But Moth, this is a car from I think the 60s. I forgot the name of the driver. Connor, if you could clarify that.
Daryl Basham.
Oh yeah.
It's his 1979 Nashville Cup car.
Oh, so actually in 70s, almost 80s. But then going back, this is by a Philly fan throwing back to the Bulls jersey. Yeah, Bulls jerseys, Michael Jordan specifically, in the 90s. And that's it for all the guys in this race.
Quite a few throwbacks. And a lot of them are actually pretty good.
Yeah. Let's see. 2, 4, 8 cars out of the race in this one.
That's unfortunate for them. They're not going to have the ideal points day they wanted.
Not at all. And now it's only 17 cars on the lead lap. Moff being the last of them. But going back to Deuce Castroneves, he's got about a 4-second lead over Torak after Torak got held up by the lap car. And then going back, obviously, as I mentioned, you had Matthew Hill, nickname.
Yeah.
These two aren't on the lead lap.
Hill's made his way back up to third. Still 9 seconds back, but that's about all he needs just for a good points day.
Then you have Thunder, who needed a good points day to keep himself alive in the chase. I mean, he was already in the top 10, but he would really like a good day today, and he's having one.
Yeah, and as we know, in the last race at Indianapolis, Hill fell back 2 positions. And he knows he has to have good races. And what a show he's putting on today.
I agree. Coming to, I think this is 60 to go. So I think these guys have to pit at least one more time. Still 17 cars on the lead lap.
Will we see anybody short pit though?
I think so. I think that's been the 19 and the 44 strategy. They've been pitting with each other. But obviously, as we saw, the 44 got held up by the 32 coming to pit road. And that's put him
Yeah.
back about 3.5 seconds.
And it seems like he can't quite catch back up to that.
We'll have to look at the gap lap by lap if we want to actually see if he does. No, it looks like he's falling back a little bit.
So yeah, he's really just probably struggling with just one car right there. Probably needs somebody to draft off of a little bit.
Maybe. Looks like the 82 is past the 65 of Monster for 10th. There's the 90 and the 28 and the 97 going by a lap car, the 8 of Outlaw. And that's also going to play into a factor, lap traffic. As there have been a lot of wrecked cars today because it's Darlington. I'd say Darlington might be considered an endurance race of NASCAR because, in my eyes, it's a long race. That's why it's called the Southern 500, and also it's a track too tough to tame in very hot weather. So these drivers are really. This is what you can say to a person if they say that the race car drivers aren't athletes.
Not to mention, also, just the more you're racing at a track like Darlington, you haven't raced here if you have no damage on your car.
Exactly. At least if you haven't raced here, if you haven't scraped the wall at least once here in all of your career. But so far, Deuce Castroneves has been putting on an amazing show. He hasn't touched the wall once. As he approaches the lap machine of King Barnabas once again. This will be the 53 going 2 laps down.
Not a good race for him.
Not at all. Let's go back through the field. Here's Nickname trying to take third place away from Matthew Hill, who's kind of looks like he's holding these guys back.
I don't know. It seems like Hill's a better short run car.
Yeah, not too good in the long runs, it looks like. Nickname looks like he just needs a push from his boss, Connor, behind him, who isn't on the lead lap, to get around the 90 of Matthew Hill. And here he comes into turn 3 to the quarter panel. Nickname trying to get third away from the 90 of Matthew Hill, and he will take it easily. So Matthew, not really the best on long runs, as we see here.
He's definitely hoping for the next pit cycle to get here soon.
Yep. But he'll fall behind and slot behind the 8 and the 97, who aren't on the lead lap, so he will keep 4th. Thunder back in 5th. He's got Red on his back bumper, who's also a lap down.
Yeah, and also, Hill falling back to 4th is actually not bad compared to the last cycle where he fell back to the 6th position. So it's going to be a little bit more manageable.
Yeah. I think Torak has slowly been gaining, but it's not really been a lot. I think it's like maybe a few hundredths per lap.
Yeah, but even then, he's still struggling.
Yeah. I think this will be the money stop once we get to it, the last pit cycle.
Even then, does it even matter? Does it even matter at this point?
I'm not so sure. William Byron wore the big hat again.
Nice.
He always does. But it's throwback weekend, so he should have worn a small hat.
I love the big hat.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Why are they so expensive on NASCAR.com?
I don't
Do
know.
they actually sell the big hats?
Yeah. I think
Did you
yeah.
actually look at the prices? Did you actually try to get one?
No, I was gonna if they weren't so expensive. But anyways, back to this race. We're gonna have 50 laps to go when the 19 crossed the line.
I like how we just casually got off topic for a second.
And like I said, yeah, from 3.28 to 3.25, the 44 only gains a few hundreds per lap. I think if this stays green the whole way, which there's a high possibility of it staying green, it's gonna be a dogfight in the pits.
Yeah, it's going to come down to those crews, so they better be ready.
But if I were the 19, I think I'd be in the best spot right now.
Yeah, I mean, you have a big enough gap. You have 3 seconds, so even if you make a slight mistake on pit road, you're still set.
Mm-hmm. Looks like the top, from everyone on 6 on down, it's kind of switched a little bit. Pendray to 6th, Max Molina in 7th, NASCAR fan in 10th, the Pocono winner, Lucky in 9th, and Daniel Boyles in 10th, who gets passed by Monster, so Monster is now in 10th.
Yeah, so they gotta hope that they don't fall back even more.
And Thunder looks like he's catching his driver, Matthew Hill. As we said, Matthew Hill not very good on the long runs. As you see here, he's getting hunt down and may lose 4th.
Yeah, but I think that pit cycle's coming soon.
I think so as well.
And that's the situation that's going to help him out.
And it looks like they're not coming to pit road yet. As we'll watch this battle right here for 4th. Thunder has a run on Matthew Hill. And I think he might take it down the front stretch. Yes, he does. He goes to the inside, trying to pick to the inside, and he will get 4th place for Matthew Hill.
And Hill's going to fall all the way back to 6th. Actually, never mind, the 11's a
Yeah,
lapper.
he's on the lead lap. So Matthew Hill will fall back to 5th. Like we said, Matthew Hill, he needs a good point stay if he wants to fight for to get into the chase.
Yeah, and he's went on the record to say that right now his goal is only top 5s. But if he needs to win at Watkins Glen, he will try his best.
Yep. And he's running in the top 5 right now, having a really good day after starting way back. Same with Thunder.
Yeah, just what a way that your day here at Darlington can just easily change. You might think that you're completely screwed, you can't do anything about how you're like gonna start, finish, just by where you start. And you see here late in the race, the 25 and the 90 both started near the back, and now they're up front.
Yeah, 11 has just been sitting behind the 25 for this whole time. I think the 25 is actually catching the 28 as well, who's struggling to get around the lap car of Outlaw. Gap is about a car length between those two. And Nickname looks like he'll take the inside, and Outlaw blocks him.
I think if the 17 and the 99 end up battling behind the 90, that's going to help out the 90 in the long run.
But the 90, he has a big gap to those guys anyway, so what would it really matter? And plus, we're coming to the start of the pit cycle.
Yeah, and
Yep,
we
we're
saw that
closing in.
90 was one of the first couple to go on the pit road.
And looks like, the 44's on pit road. This could be crucial. Second place on pit road. Is the 19 pitted yet? No, he hasn't. So short pitting, it looks like, for the 44.
I mean, you got to try whatever you can, even if it doesn't work.
Deuce Castroneva's coming onto pit road. Everyone else looks like staying out.
But I feel like if anybody's next, it's probably going to be 25 and the 90.
And also the 28 as well.
But we'll have to watch.
90 just came out of pit road. No, never mind.
We'll have to watch where they are when they're going to the pit entry, though, because that's going to be crucial. You have to make your entry perfect, especially coming to the money stop.
Thunder staying out again.
The 28's in. Does the 90 enter?
90 is in as well. This is the same strategy that Thunder pulled last time we went to pit road. And now if he gets a caution, that would be the luckiest thing for him.
It's going to take some major negotiating with luck.
Yep. And I think the 25, he's going to come onto pit road. Yes, he is. Getting
So
a
is the
shove from
11
the 11. The 90's out of his box. So this might cost the 25 a little bit of track position, but he's going to have fresher tires at the end. And the 14 and the, I think the rest of those guys, they're staying out for now. So the 82 is still staying out, as well as the 14 and the 26 and the 40. Actually, the 44 is on fresh tires. He got ahead of the 19.
Oh,
So this could be the provisional battle for the lead right here. Deuce Castro
Yeah, but-
Neves.
just think with drivers like the 14 and the 82, maybe they were betting on having fresher tires and having more speed.
They really had to slow up for those guys out of the pit lane, entering the pit lane. But here comes Deuce Castro Neves. This is for the provisional race lead.
Nope.
Castro Neves down
Yeah,
low.
The 26, he's still the leader.
Yeah,
He's
he is
pulling the
still stayed
same
out.
strategy as last time, and the 19 takes the lead back.
But can the 44 use him as a pick?
And look at how much the
I think he's
position changed up.
I
The
think the 26 coming to
97.
pit road now. Yes, he
The
is.
97 is going to be in provisional third. The
Yeah, but
4 is going to make his way to fourth.
where's the 25 at? I think he's already exited his stall. Yes, he has.
That's going to cost. This strategy is going to cost him a couple positions.
But he will be on fresher tires. That is a big advantage, as he's now stuck behind the 12. Maybe not. He's going to go to the inside out of turn 2. Oh, Patrick Slay. Oh, he slapped the wall.
In
And
the wall.
5 with him. There's a 97 coming out of pit road. I don't think the 25 cared if the 12 got in the wall, as long as he just didn't get collected with him.
He just wanted to get around them.
And I think that'll do it for the last pit stops.
In less than 40 laps to go till we get to the end of this race.
But the 44 is way closer to the 19 than he was at the first pit cycle.
He's got to hope that he can stay with him.
He's brought the gap down to 10th.
Good news for him. Can he keep
Looks like
bringing
the
it down?
28's closing in a bit.
Yeah.
Looks like actually all the top 5 have cleared traffic in front of him.
Oh, 70 in the wall.
Oh no, he didn't hit the wall. He just barely kept it out of the wall.
Oh, I thought he hit it. Thought I saw him bounce off.
Like I said, this is going to be an endurance race, so I'd say this has been a race of survival so far. Here comes a 25 on the 90.
90's
25
not. I don't think
right
the 90's gonna put up too much of a fight right now.
Oh,
Oh, in the wall.
just barely kissed the wall. So I don't think he's going to have damage.
It's Darlington. Got to be used to it.
And the 25 gets by him, so now he's up to 4th. And Torak is closing in on Deuce Castro Neves.
And you can tell that the 25 does not have a care in the world right now.
Yup.
He only cares about what's in front of him.
I think that's the same thing for the 44 right now. He only cares about getting by the 19. Because that 19, he's had the dominant car all race.
44 has a better fastest lap than the 19 though. So I mean that's good news for him, but that might have been put up way earlier in the race.
By the way, Matthew, I saw your DM. I don't hear anything.
Yeah, you don't hear anything now because it's over.
Well, I didn't hear anything before, so.
I muted.
Oh. I won the Anthony predictions.
Cool.
How close is nickname to the top 2?
Nickname is 3 seconds back.
Yeah, if he's starting to fall off again.
Let's see when he. Yeah, he's falling back now.
It appears Thunder and Hill are also falling back a little bit.
That doesn't matter for both of them. Now, if they finish where they are right now, that would be an amazing points day.
Yeah, and I think MKR will be very pleased with that.
Yup.
Getting the team owner and one of the drivers top 5.
Torak has just kept the steady gap of 2/10, or Deuce Castroneves has.
Yeah, but Torak is also going to have to start pushing
Picking
the
the pace
envelope
up.
a little bit more.
This is for the Southern 500. This is a crown jewel race.
I mean, sometimes you just got to lick the stamp and send it.
Yup.
It's just got to go.
Connor, what races did Deuce Castroneves won? I know he swept both Coca-Cola races.
Chicagoland.
Oh, yeah. So, Deuce Castroneves has actually won on a 1.5 mile track before. Torak still behind. And still 3/10 the gap. So really, Torak is not gaining anything. Nickname Hill and Thunder still balling back. Here's actually Dana was on the lead lap.
Yeah, so if
16
Hill,
cars on the lead lap.
I don't think Hill wants to just. I don't think he's going to want to fight 13.
I agree. Oh, Matthew, you're not gonna like what they're showing on Fox FS1.
Oh my God, I'm gonna commit murder.
What happened?
They
showed getting wrecked.
I don't understand Calabadad though. What was that?
They showed
I
Kansas
had
2015.
I had depression. You told me not to look at it, and then I looked up.
And so Deuce Castroneves is actually starting to pull away from Torak now. And Thunder has caught up to Nickname. Trying to take third away. Got to run on the 28.
Oh wait, now they're showing the revenge.
Yes. The revenge of
Yeah.
Matt
Oh
Kenseth.
no, they just showed him getting wrecked by Brad.
No, they showed the Martinsville
Now
wreck.
they're showing the revenge. They just have to show Brad first.
I love
Anyways,
how we just keep going off topic.
shut up.
Anyway, the 28 is right in front of the 25. The 25 has a faster car. Looks like maybe on fresher tires. As that's the strategy he's been pulling.
Yeah, but he's kept the 25 in his sights.
Maybe. The 19 is still pulling away from the 44, though. He's got a pretty fast car.
Oh my God, now my dog is barking.
25 still stuck behind the 28. Trying to get around him.
What the 28 needed though, because now he's starting to catch up. They're both starting to catch up.
And now the 25 to the inside.
And of course, I had to say that.
And 25 clears the 28. Well, the 25 has a faster car than the 28 anyway, so.
Look who's starting to catch up.
Oh, yeah, from that side-by-side battle, Matthew Hill was catching up.
Yeah, don't worry. Y'all gonna finish like 7 seconds behind the top two.
Yeah.
It's okay. We don't care. We gained a second, okay?
Yes.
A single second.
Oh my God, they're showing when Kyle
They're
Petty wrecked
showing- yeah.
Davey Allison.
What did they reverse, Terry?
That was a big crash.
Oh, and now they showed Davey Allison get wrecked.
I almost just dropped my phone. You would have heard a thunk.
Do you have a big phone? My phone is about up to my forehead from my chin.
We're coming to 20 to go.
I have a rather big phone.
Okay, we're getting too off topic.
My attention span sucks, okay?
Yeah, and that's what we've been doing this entire race.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go yell at my dogs to shut up.
Okay,
Why didn't you say anything about it earlier?
I did.
No, like earlier when the Kansas race was still going on.
Yo, that was the Kansas race. Oh, Torak has caught up to Deuce Castroneves. Castroneves got held up behind the lap car. Torak is right there. That's what happens when you get held up by a lap car just one little bit. That's what's gonna happen.
Mm-mm.
They got quiet when I yelled at them, and then as soon as I walked back into my room, I heard my dog bark.
The 44 closed into the 19, Matthew, because the 92 got in the way of the 19. Made
Oh,
it pass him. 20 to go.
it's still gonna make for a better battle.
Yeah, but the 19 looks like he still has clear traffic. Next lap car is the 32. The 25 is actually closing in on these two.
Yeah, probably not gonna be for long though.
Yeah, it might not be enough.
I don't think it's enough
Still closing in though.
because it's about 20 to go. Now 19 to go.
Actually, no. He could close in at with that amount of time. It's 2.5 seconds in like
Wait.
what? 17
Oh
laps?
shit, he actually is.
It might work out. But I think if a driver like the 90 wants a chance, he's got to get around the 28.
Yeah, but I don't think he has the pace.
Another issue of having a better short run car. And I don't think there's another pit stop on the horizon, but if there is, it's going to be within the last 10 laps.
Oh, he gained another 2/10 right there. So that strategy may have paid off. But let's see, will it be enough time?
He's got to stay on the steady pace.
Actually, I think they might have to pit one more time though, so it might be stretching it.
It's probably going to be in the final 10 laps, though. That's what I think.
Oh
And
my
by
God.
that point, will we see anybody that tries to stretch it out to the end?
They're showing when that one guy stole the pace car.
Meh. That's one of NASCAR's 75 greatest drivers. Shut up. Anyways.
Yeah, but the 25 might get under 2 seconds here after this lap. Yep, 1.91.
Yeah, but could Zawolf probably cause something?
I'm not sure. You look at
Because he could probably hold up to 25.
when you look at the 44, you can see the 25 in the frame.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the 92 could probably hold up.
Oh, he's coming in. He's coming in.
Pit stops.
He changed his strategy up. He knows that he has to have his track position. He's coming in. Luke Lambert made the call, and now Thunder. This could be the race-winning strategy here, like it happened in Charlotte.
Nickname's in too. The 97's in as well.
Now this is the money stop.
Oh, we've had a few people come in.
The 46.
Now for a driver like the 90, who we know has a short run car, what call will Todd Gordon make?
25 gets out ahead of the 28. And I think the 19 come in. No, he hasn't. He hasn't come in yet. Oh!
Oh,
the
whoa,
26 almost got turned. That
was a close call.
That would have ruined the race for the 25 if that,
And that was right in
he
front of
would've
the
gone
90, and I think the 90 pitted.
The 28 and 97 went side by side off of pit road.
I think that, yeah, they're going to be good, though. The 90's getting by the 15. 25 might come out ahead.
He's going to be ahead, but both are going to be...
Oh! Oh, contact!
Oh!
Oh, are you kidding me?
And a lot of close calls.
What a save!
A
That could've
lot of
ruined his
close
race as
calls are
well.
being made. But I think now Thunder might have a chance of winning the race.
Castaneves is still staying out. So is Torak.
Thunder's going to have a lot more pace.
Yeah. Oh, Patrick Miller. Oh, my gosh. We're coming to 10 to go, and these guys are having close calls on the pits everywhere.
Yeah, but Thunder has a lot more pace. So does Hill.
That 19
What's
and
gonna
44
come?
need to come in
44 is
soon.
coming in. So is the 19.
So does the pace of the 90 and the 25 get them closer to the top two?
It could.
Or does it get them in the top two?
The 17 and the 80, the 15 are in. The 82, I think, stayed out. He might try and stretch it.
I don't think it can be done.
The 65 as well.
10 to go. Or still 11.
Yeah, Lucky's still staying out. Has very slow pace. Almost 31-second lap times. He has to come in.
He has to. But he's going to be blocked from going in.
Yeah.
Oh, no. And just when he tried.
Yeah, he got blocked. Here's Mark. He almost had at least 10 wrecks in all of this.
And now we're at 10.
10 to go. Thunder looking for his second win of the season and also the second crown jewel win of the season. And his first Southern 500 win.
Yeah.
NASCAR fan to the inside.
If we look at previous history, Hill and Thunder both had a bit of a run-in Hill's first ever Fanta start here at Darlington.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, 10 just got around the 25, but I don't think that's really gonna... I think the 25 can just stay behind him and get the lead. The 26 is still staying out, I believe. The 82 has damage. but
Yeah,
still
and the
staying
90 and the
out.
25 are both ahead of the 19 and the 44.
The two guys, the 26 and the 84 or the 82, they have to come in.
They have to, which means either Thunder or Hill is going to win the race. I think Thunder has it.
Looks like Thunder has seems to be a
I think
10-second
Papa's coming
gap
in.
ahead of the 90.
Papa's coming in. Will the 82 of Lucky come in? Oh, Drifting Striker's taking evasive action. And Lucky's in. Lucky is in.
How did the 40 manage to do that?
I have no clue, but I think that's going to give the lead up to the 25.
It's going to give it to the 25.
Yeah, you said Lucky's in.
Got
Yeah,
it.
it's going to give it to the
The
25.
90 fell back quite a bit. What happened to him?
I think he's stuck behind traffic. Yeah.
Bunch of lappers.
To be the 25, the 28.
Another position.
28, 7 seconds back.
No, he just gained again.
I don't think it's going to be enough, though. He's 7 seconds back.
Oh, you think?
But you sounded like it was going to be enough for him, so.
I'm just stating the facts.
NASCAR fans behind him. I don't think Thunder even cares if he goes to the inside. He just wants to bring it home.
Yeah, see nicknames falling back.
And what were the chances that we would see the 25 car go to victory lane? I mean, we all had our money on the 19 or the 44.
But the 25, Luke Lambert made an amazing strategy. He realized that the pitting later than them was not going to work, and he brought Thunder in before them, and it's put him out to the race lead. And NASCAR fan back to the inside. Thunder's going to keep it out of the wall. I think I think he meant to let him go.
3 to go this time. He shouldn't battle with any of the lappers.
Almost Rebels Racing has never won the Southern 500 before, have they?
I don't think so.
Then this is what they need. This was the only crown jewel left that they needed to win.
3 to go.
They've won the 500, they've won the 600, and they've won at the Brickyard.
Thunder's got it in the bag.
He just needs to stay out of trouble. That's what his main goal is. To stay out of trouble. Coming to 2 laps to go. Once they hit the white flag, it's official.
And at this point, Thunder's got to be just praying that he can get to the line without a caution.
Yep. I think he's got it. EXO. Oh boy, that was close. He's at the wall. Thunder clears him.
10 seconds, so he's got it in the bag,
If he can
and
bring it
he's
to the white.
gonna bring it to the white. He's
Thunder
coming out of
is going to
4,
take the
1 to
white
go.
flag.
Now here's the
And
hoping
Thunder.
that there's no screw ups.
I think he's got it. He just needs to keep his car in one piece. Out of turn 2.
I think even if he gets it into the wall, he's gonna be fine.
And through
At
the
this
final
point-
corners comes the 25. And he will get his 5th career win out of turn 4. And Almost Rebel Racing has all the crown jewels. Thunder is going to win the Southern 500.
And
And-
what a fashion to get it in.
Wait for it. There he is. Jesus, that was a gap. That took a while.
The fashion that the 25 could get that win in. Pit strategy, and that's probably one of the best ways to win at Darlington.
Yep. Yes, it is. So what, do I stop the stream now?
No. Sorry. I was just typing stuff in Radioactive. But the 25 wins the race. And these are the official results. 13 cars on the lead lap. Matthew, can you make me one of those driver celebration thingies like what you did in body armor?
If you send me a screenshot of a burnout,
Okay. And Thunder brings home the win. It's his 2nd win of the season. And that ties him with the most wins of the season.
Talk about that. It took only 2 seasons for OMR to win every single crown jewel race.
And wow. The official results.
Wait,
Thunder
hold
went
on.
into the race. Can I go?
Yeah.
Thunder wins the race. Nickname comes home 2nd. Torak with a really good run comes home 3rd. Deuce Castroneves, who dominated most of the race, leaves Darlington in 4th. Monster with an impressive top 5. Matthew Hill ends up 6th. Drifting Strikers, the points leader, ends up 7th. Patrick McCarroll 8th. Brandon Beal 9th. And Kyle will round out the top 10.
yeah. Let me just say for Hill, he wanted at least a top 5, but 6th is still good for him, especially in the points with how many cars raced in this race.
And I just gotta we'll do interviews. I just gotta put this in the announcements. Put the results in announcements. Anyway, all right, there we go. Now I can get interviews. Let's start off with Matt. Matthew Hill. 6th place finish for you today. How'd the car feel out there, and what's your reaction to the finish you got?
I mean, it was really good on the short run. Probably the best car I ever had at Darlington. Just hate it for my guys that we couldn't pull off a victory. even even this week. Just tired of getting second, but we're just gonna push on, go on to Watkins Glen and hopefully win that one. I mean, I'm not mad at a sixth place finish, but definitely could have been happier with the top five. We run in the top five late there, and just car stopped handling the way I wanted it to. And after that pit stop, and not the finish we wanted, but we'll still go out there and try to win the next one.
Well, good points day for you. Your boss won the race. Any comments on that?
I mean, good job to him. I mean, it don't really affect me. Just good for him to finally get another win out here. Uh, I can tell you how hard it is. I haven't gotten mine yet, but good job to him.
Well, all right. Thank you for your time. We'll see you next week at Watkins Glen.
Yeah, thank you.
So that's Matthew Hill, and I see we also got the rest of the MKR drivers in here.
I want to interview Legend.
I
I
don't
want to
know.
interview.
He didn't really. Actually, let's do a driver that wrecked.
Slinky,
Yeah, Slinky.
can
We'll
I
go
do
with
it?
Slinky first.
Can
Yeah.
I do it? Let me move him. Okay, and Slinky, not the finish you wanted. Definitely not the result in the end of the race you wanted. Can you go through what happened through that wreck?
I don't know what the hell happened. He apparently turned the guy up ahead, and then me get into the wreck, and not very happy about it.
Hey, Thunder, sorry to interrupt. Sorry to interrupt you too, Slinky, but I need to go do something real quick. So, you can probably fit in a few more interviews because I don't know how long it's gonna take.
Anyway, continue, Slinky.
Okay. Well, yeah. Basically, with the three wrecking causing us to get in it, we had a fast car. Very happy with that. We were making our way up there. We started in almost, I think, the second row back, came all the way back up into the top 10 to get taken out by a idiot not knowing how to drive.
Wow. Yeah, obviously, Slinky, you're very frustrated, and I think that with this result, it might eliminate you from chase contention. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I was talking with the team about that. I was talking about how unhappy I was about that. That's one of the reasons I'm really mad at the threes, because we had a good run. We needed a good run for the championship, and then we just decided to be an idiot, take out a driver, and we got stuck behind them. So yeah.
Slinky, very frustrated. Thank you for thank you for your time. We'll see you at Watkins Glen.
And
All right.
understandably not happy with the result of this race.
We'll go.
Definitely not what he wanted.
We'll go interview Aiden Walker as well because he got wrecked way early. Aiden Walker checked and released from the infield care center. Obviously we saw you on lap 11, I believe it was, getting wrecked on the backstretch. What are your thoughts?
Well, I haven't seen the incident yet, so
I'm
don't know
backing it
what.
up right here.
It just seems, yeah, might just tapped the wall and had nowhere to go after that. So just unfortunate for us. It's just been bad luck ever since I lost a points lead earlier this season. So hopefully we can still make the playoffs at this point, because that's really all I care about, because that's what MKR is all about, is just getting into the playoffs. So
Yep, obviously you're frustrated with the result. Your teammate Slinky wrecking out just like I believe 26 laps later. You're gonna go into Watkins Glen in a deep hole. Do you think you're gonna have enough luck to put on a good show and get yourself into the chase?
hopefully I mean, usually the road courses are okay for me. It's not the best, but as long as we can maybe get a win or top 5, I think we'll be fine on getting to the playoffs, but who knows with how that's gonna go. So
Alright, thank you for your time. Aiden Walker, out of the care center. And I think that'll do it. And I gotta go soon anyway, so that'll conclude the broadcast. The stream might be running for a little bit, so see if I save the replay. Yes I did. So that's that, and we'll see you next week for the chase for the regular season finale at Watkins Glen. And I'm Thorn24 fan, and see you then.